we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins.
He's got Denzel Mims, the rookie from Baylor.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
Here's Haskins out of the gun.
Able to connect with Mims.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 23-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins.
He'll get that complete to Alberto.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Equanimous St. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 27, Wentz. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. To throw, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
From the 27, Haskins. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
56, check 56. You. He's coming. Switch. Check 37.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Tackle made by Chase Young.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
56.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Not today, you want.
Working from the gun, Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. They'll run on first down. Sanders. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 20. Let's go, defense.
Wentz on the give to Sanders.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, it's Haskins. That'll be caught by St. Brown. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. It's Geis on the counter. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Haskins now off the bootleg. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll hand it down to Geis. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On play action, Haskins. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Denzel Mims with his 16th touchdown of the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Oh, here we go.
Here's Wentz to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 30 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
56.
To throw is Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A give running left. It's Sanders. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 34. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back.
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Well, I don't know if he's breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. On first down, it's Haskins. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Haskins. That's complete. Okuegbunam. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Haskins. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Denzel Mims in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
On second down now, it's Sanders. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
56. Come on, 56 to Mike. 56.
Now Wentz on third down. And a throw there going to be incomplete. But it appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A toss right to Geis. He's got a first down and more past the 30. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
52's the Mike. 52's the Mike.
Now it's Haskins. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to find Equanimeous St. Brown. 3rd down here.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Haskins. And he finds his rookie target from Memphis, Antonio Gibson. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. All even at 20 now as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense? And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
20! Okay, just like that. Just like that. Max 50, Max 50. You don't want no.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. Flushed out right. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Here we go. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll go again with Sanders. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Kill.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Haskins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Haskins. He's got this one completed to Mims. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing again, here's Haskins. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Haskins not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for this. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And that is incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll try the left side. Sanders. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. A quick throw into the hands of Reagor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And the lead is up to 14. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he'll go down at the 26 following a game. Of 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Again they run. Again it's Geis. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Do what you do.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Albert Okwuegbunam hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington has made this a one-score game.
As far as tight ends go, if you get 3 or 4 touchdowns in a season, that's usually counted as a pretty good year.
And CD, he just hit double digits. That's 10 touchdowns for him now.
Yeah, and that's something you really have to applaud. That's elite-level production.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll throw right away. Able to connect with Mims. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this is going to be recovered by the hand team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here we go.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. They set the goal beginning of the year, hey, let's win 7 games. Unfortunately, with this loss, they can't do it.
So now it'll be interesting to see how they respond as a team, because sometimes when you set goals, if you don't achieve them,